The Chimera ants nearly wiped out humanity. An entire country had to be quarantined. The best hunters in the world barely survived. And according to Hunter x Hunter lore, the Chimera ants are not even close to the most dangerous thing out there. There is a place in this world so hostile, so completely overwhelming, that out of 149 recorded attempts to reach it, only 28 people ever made it back alive. And most of those 28 couldn't even pass a basic mental health evaluation afterward. That place is the Dark Continent. Survival rate 0.04%. And today, we're breaking the whole thing down simply: what it is, what lives there, and why humanity keeps going back, even though it keeps getting destroyed. Let's start with the basics, because the geography here is actually wild. Everything you've seen in Hunter x Hunter, all the countries, the cities, the exam halls, the auction houses, all of it sits inside a single massive lake called Lake Mobius. The entire known world is just a tiny island cluster sitting in the middle of this lake, and surrounding that lake on the outside is the Dark Continent, a landmass so enormous that the known world looks like a speck by comparison. Ancient ruins and myths suggest that humanity originally came from the Dark Continent. Magical beasts too. At some point, our ancestors migrated inward to the known world and never went back. Every time they tried to return, disaster followed. The failures were so catastrophic that roughly 200 years ago, the world's leading nations formed a group called the V5 and passed something called the Inviolability Treaty, a flat-out ban on anyone attempting to reach the Dark Continent. Nobody listened. Over the years, 149 expeditions attempted the journey anyway, all of them unofficial, all of them unauthorized. 5 made it back as survivors, 5 out of 149. Total survivors across all 5 trips? 28 people, out of thousands who set out. And of those 28, only 3 passed the post-expedition evaluation and were cleared to return to normal life. The rest were too mentally broken to reintegrate. And here's the kicker: the V5 still considers all 5 of those successful expeditions to be complete failures, because none of them came back with any real gains. They just brought back new horrors instead. Those horrors have a name: the 5 threats. These are the creatures and phenomena that the Hunter Association has classified as the most dangerous things in existence. Every single one of them ranks higher than the Chimera ants on the official danger scale. Let that sink in. Threat 1. PAP. The Bador Union sent 1,000 researchers to find an ore called the Unmanned Rock, a pebble-sized mineral that generates 20,000 kilowatts of electricity per day when submerged in water. Massive energy potential. 7 people came back. 7 out of 1,000. What got the rest? PAP. Described as a humanoid beast that lives in the mountain range along the northeast shore of Lake Mobius. PAP doesn't kill its victims. It shrinks them down to doll size, sticks an antler out of their heads, and keeps them as pets. Some of PAP's victims have been found in the known world. They're secretly stored in the basement of the International Permit Agency. Threat rating: A, higher than Chimera ants. Threat 2, Brian. The United States of Sahara sent special forces north through Lake Mobius. After 400 kilometers, they found a ruined ancient city inside a massive forest. Growing inside the ruins? A herb that supposedly cures all diseases. A miracle find, until they met the city's protector. Brian appears as an enormous sphere sitting where a human's head should be, mounted on a human body. Not much is known about how it fights. What we do know is that it wiped out almost the entire unit. 2 survived out of roughly 1,000. Threat rating: B+, still above Chimera ants. Threat 3, Hellbell. The Federation of Okama went southeast, searching for nitro rice, a grain said to extend a person's lifespan when eaten. 1,100 people set out. They ended up in a wild swampland. Hellbell was waiting. It's a snake-like creature with 2 tails and a large black lump that resembles a bell, but its appearance isn't what makes it terrifying. Hellbell infects its prey with homicidal desire. Your own teammates start trying to kill you. And each other. 99% of the expedition died. 11 came back. Threat 4, AI. The Mimbo Republic, with help from the Hunter Association, sent a team to retrieve something called the Trinity Elixir, described as the mother solution for all liquids. On the way there, they encountered II. Nobody knows exactly what I looks like. It appears to be a gaseous life form with limb-like extensions. What happened between I and the expedition is unclear. 3 people returned. All 3 had completely lost their minds. Every shred of sanity gone. I was supposedly contained after being brought back from the Dark Continent, but victims of AI have since been found in the known world, which means either it escaped or there's more than one. Threat 5, the Zobai disease. About 50 years ago, the Kakin kingdom sent hunters, including a young Beyond Netero, to find a plant called Metallion. They actually retrieved it, but on the way back, the group took the wrong route. Several members contracted the zombie disease. The disease has a terrifying survival mechanism. It accelerates tissue regeneration to an extreme degree. The infected person essentially becomes immortal by constantly eating and regenerating their own flesh. One hunter has been doing exactly that for nearly 50 years, locked in the basement of the IPA, still alive, still self-sustaining, still locked up. Oh, and the Metallion plant they risked everything for? It withered and died before they even got home. So with all of this on record, who would possibly want to go back? Beyond Netero, Isaac Netero's son, and he's been planning a full-scale expedition for years. Beyond struck a deal with King Nasubi of the Kakin Empire. Beyond gets him legendary status. Nasubi funds the trip. Kakin then publicly announces an open expedition to the Dark Continent. Their roadmap? A 300-year-old journal written by a man named Freecss, titled Journey to the New World. Don explored the Mobius shoreline centuries ago and documented everything. The book was dismissed as lunacy at first. Now it's the most valuable document in the world. Only the East Edition has been found. The West Edition has never surfaced. And Freecss believes there are 3 possibilities. It hasn't been discovered yet, it was never written, or Freecss is still alive and still writing it. Given what the zombie disease can do to a person's lifespan, that last theory isn't as crazy as it sounds. As of where the story currently stands, the Black Whale is 12 days into its voyage. Chaos has already broken out on board. The Kakin Royal Succession War is happening right there on the ship. The Phantom Troop is on board. Hisoka is hunting them. Prince Benjamin has declared martial law, and the ship hasn't even reached its destination yet. The Dark Continent isn't a mystery waiting to be solved. It isn't a treasure waiting to be claimed. It is a place that has eaten entire armies, broken the minds of its survivors, and sent horrors back into the known world every single time humanity tried to breach it. And humanity is heading back again, fully aware of everything that happened the last time. That's the Dark Continent. Video ends here. Now let's talk. Last video, I know, was not good enough. It was my first video and also edited on mobile. But this is my second video, and it's not edited on mobile, so you can already see the difference. Let me know in the comments if the editing was good, or what I could do better. I genuinely want to improve, and your feedback is what helps me grow. Also, drop a comment on which topic you want the next video on. I read every single comment, and I'll pick the most requested one. If you made it this far, you probably liked the video. So hit that like button, it takes just 1 second. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm just getting started and it's only going to get better from here. See you in the next one.